What's up guys, it's here by Nino or Quantity. And if you guys saw my video from yesterday, I got the new MP7 blueprint. I said in that video that I would make another video showing you guys how I got it solo and easy in Call of Duty Warzone. So this video is going to give you guys the easiest way, even if you're solo, to pretty much complete this Easter egg in the fastest amount of time possible. Because I know a lot of people have been camping the phones and people have been camping the bunkers. You see here, I'm freaking defending myself because I know somebody's around here. But, you know, people are just, they're weird, they're weird, they don't want to do the work. So in this video, I'm going to make sure you guys can do the work efficiently and as quickly as possible with the least amount of interaction. So if you guys are excited to hear that, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications, especially considering that 95% of you guys that watch my videos aren't even subscribed. So if you guys don't want to miss out on any future content, on any future Easter eggs that I have on this channel, or class setups or entertaining gameplay, make sure you guys stay tuned. Also, follow me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/themarkofahero in case you're interested or have any further questions. So the first step of triggering this Easter egg is finding the trigger phones, or the Russian phones, I guess you can call them. And there's 3 of them that I want you guys to focus on when it comes to this Easter egg for the easiest completion. So let me show you guys what route you need to take in order to make this the easiest part of the Easter egg and the fastest part. Okay, so there's 3 trigger phones that you guys are going to want to focus on. The first one is by the dam. As soon as you jump off, or as far as you can jump off, get to the dam area and go to the trigger phone that's under the helicopter building, basically. The second one you want to focus on is a little bit more in the middle of the map and a little bit more unknown. It doesn't really have a name for it, but you guys can see here that this is the building you got to go to, and it's like a hotel, I guess you could say, and the phone is right there in the beginning.
Enemy soldier incoming.
And the third phone that you want to activate, if you haven't activated the previous 2, is the one by the bunker, which is in this fire station at this desk. Now this part is the key part, the trigger phones are the key part, because the faster you can find the phone that tells you the code phones that you have to find, the faster you can get this done. So I suggest landing at the damn phone first and triggering that phone as you land, below the helicopter, because then you can find out if it's a dead phone or if it's an actual phone that you have to listen to. Of course though, you're gonna find opposition, as many of you guys have experienced. So I have to show you guys this little part. There's another thing that you can do besides just check this phone out. I mean, if it's all clear, then obviously you're good. You don't have anything to deal with. You can listen to the phone. You can be safe. This is more suited for like a 4-man player squad, but you can do this solo as well. But this next part is gonna be good for solo players. So instead of landing at the phone, just land on the helicopter and take the helicopter to trigger phone 2 and 3. Because if you take the helicopter, you won't have any opposition. You'll be landing first before anybody else at the second trigger phone. And if the second trigger phone doesn't tell you what you need to do for the Morse code phones, then you can just go to trigger phone 3 using the helicopter. The helicopter is your key to getting this done as soon as possible. So the best thing you can do is go to the dam, but don't jump off of the and go to the phone. Jump and get the helicopter and then go to the other phones, as you guys can tell here. This is the easiest method for solo players like you and me, and this will give you the most ease. So make sure to grab that helicopter and just fly away. Now that you're activating the trigger phones, you have to activate the right trigger phone. And you're gonna know that you activated the right trigger phone by hearing a phone call that sounds extremely urgent, followed by a nice little da-na-na-na chime. So here's an example of what the right trigger phone will sound like.
Сейчас. 9, 5, 7. Слышал?
As you guys could tell, the chime was then followed by 3 statements / numbers And these statements are actually numbers in Russian that you have to translate. And then it was followed by another dun, indicating the end of the sequence of numbers. So you have to listen to the right trigger phone, which is obviously the one that you hear with the chime, and listen to that translation or those Russian numbers. And I'll give you guys a nice little cheat sheet here in a bit to kind of transcribe those. But let me transcribe this one for you, so you guys can see.
Всем отрядам, база захвачена! Сменить шифрование! Сейчас! 9, 5, 7. Слышу.
So as you guys could tell, I was able to translate the right order. And if you guys want to translate the right order as well, here is the cheat sheet that I use. You guys can screenshot this, keep this in mind, because this will help you tremendously, and it helped me tremendously. It has the Russian translation as well, and just everything. It has everything numbered, so make sure to keep this in mind. Now I'm going to show you guys what each of the sounds are like, and show them with each number. So I'm going to show you 0 through 9, what it sounds like, and then I'll show you locations afterwards. So let's get to the translations.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So those are all the code numbers, and those were the translations. Here's a map showing each of the locations of the code numbers 0 through 9. You gotta make sure you get all of these phones in order, and if you mess up, you gotta do it again, basically. So yeah, let's keep that in mind. I'm gonna show you guys the locations of each one in particular, and then I'll show you an example of how I did my bunker Easter egg very easily. Okay, so for the 0 phone, you're gonna find it here at military base in this building right here. All the buildings here look very similar, so make sure you pay attention to this closely, and make sure to go here if you hear the null or 0 from the phone. This is the code for 0, and as long as this helicopter doesn't get in my way, you can go up these stairs. Once you get up the stairs, you make a left and you look towards the right, and it's right there by the TV. Easy. Now, for the next phone, the number 1 phone, you have to go all the way to downtown, next to the big freaking building. You have to go to the bank here, and this is for the Adim phone. It sounds really weird whenever they say it on the phone, but make sure you reference the translations that I made for you guys. But this is the number 1 phone. So for the phone number 1, all you have to do is go through the bank, and luckily you don't have to go too far. All you have to do is go through the front and go to the right here, and it'll be right here by this computer and monitor. For the number 2 phone, it's gonna be between quarry and military base at this nice little hotel area, and this is for the Deva or 2 phone, and you gotta go here, go up the stairs on the 2nd floor, make a right, and it'll be on the counter right here. Easy. For the number 3 phone, you're going to have to go to Karst River Quarry all the way to the smoking building at the end, and this is for the tree phone. They say it really easily. Russian 3 sounds like tree, so that's really easy. You just go over here to the end of the building, go to the phone on the right, not the left, and there you go. For phone number 4, it's a little bit north of Lumber. It's a very, very weird and secluded area, so I kind of just sped it up right here because it just kind of took forever, but it's called Chetire. So once you hear the Chetire or phone number 4, you go here. You can land on the top or the bottom, doesn't matter. You gotta go up these stairs. It's gonna be on the 2nd floor right here at the end of this hallway, and there you go. For phone number 5, you go all the way to TV station, and this is for the phone that says Piet or 5. So for phone number 5, you want to land on top of here. This is the easiest way to get to this area, because if you try to go inside, it's a little bit of like a maze. And there's a lot of phones here that kind of look like the phone that you're supposed to look for, but keep in mind it's going to be on one of the walls, the left side of the wall most likely, right here. So yeah, just jump through there, make sure you're looking at the phone right here, and you got it. For phone number 6, this one's really easy. It's by the airport, it's by the big freaking tower with the elevator in the middle where people camp at and like to be little ballers. So this is for phone number 6, or Shiest, or Shie. I don't know, bro. The Russian way of saying it is interesting. But basically, you go up the elevator, and then you gotta go up the stairs, and pretty much this was pretty easy. It's very self-explanatory. Everybody knows about this phone. It's on one of the control panels right here. I was just making sure nobody was around here. I was trying to make sure I'm safe. And there you go. Easy. For phone number 7, it's right next door, luckily. All you gotta do is go down from the tower, go to the building right here. This is phone number 7, or 7. And if you hear the phone SEM, then you go all the way down this hallway, up these stairs, and right here you'll find the phone. For phone number 8, you gotta go to all the way to hospital. And at hospital, you gotta go to this building in particular. It's for phone Voicem. That's how they say it, Voicem, or phone number 8. So once you hear that, you go to this area, and in this area, you pretty much click on the phone right here on the countertop. And for phone number 9, this one's pretty easy. You go to the bottom of the dam. This is for phone Devyat, or Devyat. They say it really weird, like really, really fast in the Russian translation. So make sure you guys, like I said, listen to the translations. So you kind of have it memorized in your mind. And through a lot of trial and error, you're going to get a lot of these right. It just takes some time, and it was really, really annoying to do. So I'm going to show you guys an example of a code that I got and all the phones that I had to go to activate the phone, and I'll show you what it sounds like when you get it right. So make sure you guys pay close attention.
Coming. Всем отрядом, база захвачена. Сменить шифрование. 2, 4, 7.
So you guys can see, I just booked it out of there as soon as I got my numbers. And that's what you gotta do, you gotta book it. So I know we got 2, 4, and 7. So I'm going to 2 here. And there's gonna be no confirmation that you're doing this right until the 3rd phone. If you're doing it right, then you're gonna hear the same chime basically on the 3rd phone. But here's me activating number 2. Then I know where number 4 is. It's by Top Lumber. And is this really a case of trial and error? Like, the more you do it, the more you're going to memorize all the phone locations and stuff. And the more you play the game, you're going to memorize it. You should get this pretty easily at some point. You know, you'll get a nice amount of numbers. And at this point, I want you guys to listen for the trigger, knowing that it's right. So, I'm going to be quiet right now and listen for how I know it's right. And right there, I booked it once again. Once I heard that chime, I'm like, okay, I did it right. So when you hear the chime on the 3rd phone, then you did it right. But if you don't hear the chime on your 3rd phone, then you did something wrong, or you got the wrong order, or you got the wrong number and heard it wrong. So, yeah. At that point, I would just leave the game and start again. But yeah, that's exactly how you get the bunker done. As you guys can see here, I booked it all the way to the bunker with a lot of time to spare, luckily. And I didn't have to deal with no BS, basically. I mean, there was a dude that jumped in, but he was a complete noob. I guess he just saw me open the bunker. He was like, wait, what's this? So I got really lucky with this lobby, honestly. But in the beginning, you guys saw that I had some opposition trying to get on me in the phone. So I took the risk. What a better thing I could have been, is take the helicopter on top of the dam and go over to another trigger phone. And then work from the trigger phone from there. So keep this in mind. The code every game changes. So mine was like 247 this game, right? If I would have failed this time around, or if I wanted to do this again, it won't be 247 again my next game. It could be like 058. So it's gonna be a whole matter of repetition. Here's the mud DRAUBER if you guys are trying to look for it. Make sure you pick it up, because that's the only way you unlock it, is if you pick it up. Just because you open the bunker doesn't mean you unlock it. So this is the most important part, in my opinion. Make sure you open it up. And yeah, let me know if this guide helped you at all. Make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications, because I don't know if I'll do more Easter egg guides. It depends if you guys really want me to for the future, but I thought, you know, this is the easiest way to do it for solo players. Get the helicopter on top of the dam so you don't have to face the opposition at the bottom of the dam for the first trigger phone, and just go to trigger phones 2 and 3 and do those with minimal opposition. And make sure to be quick with it. That's all it is. So yeah, here's me pressing the shiny red button, me observing everything, just taking in the energy of the bunker. And yeah, let me know if you guys are excited for Price being the new lead operator for season 4. I am extremely freaking excited. I got an email from Call of Duty that basically confirmed it. So yeah, I freaking love you all. Thank you for sticking to the end of the video. Once again, follow me on Twitch if you have any questions at twitch.tv/remarkablyhero. And I will see you guys later. Keep being big ballers. I love you all.